Hello, my lovely kids. I hope you all are fine at your places. Please be safe, be at your home, try to avoid going outside, right? So, my name is Mitali, and we are doing our chapter number 1 geography, that is all about the Earth and the solar system. In the previous session, we have already discussed the universe, then the stars. We have discussed about the solar system, what is the solar system and what includes the solar system. In that, we have discussed about the sun, then the planets. First of all, we have discussed about our planet Earth, the unique feature of the Earth we have already discussed. And then, yes, we have discussed about all other 7 planets. So today what we are going to discuss in this video is we will discuss first of all what are the satellites. Yes, there are two type of satellites. One is natural satellite जो बिल्कुल naturally है, we have not done anything for that. One is artificial satellite which humans have made, that means man-made satellite. Then we should be talking about asteroids, meteors, meteoroids and the comets. So let's start today's session. The first thing that we are going to discuss about the satellite, and here in this picture if you are able to see, this is the natural satellite and here is one man-made satellite. Though they both are working the same, they are just revolving around the planets, but it is giving us a lot of information. But this is something else. This is the natural satellite. So, what are the satellites? First of all, what are the satellites? Satellites are the celestial or heavenly bodies that revolve around the planet. So, ये क्या होते हैं satellites? ऐसी bodies जो कहाँ पे? Celestial bodies, यानी कि ऐसी bodies, those who are revolving around the planet. See, this is the planet Earth and one satellite is revolving around it. The word satellite means an attendant or an companion. इसका क्या मीनिंग होता है? Satellite means companion. Companion means your friend जो हमेशा आपके साथ रहता है, आपके पास रहता है. Satellite rotate on its own axis and revolves from west to east around the planet. ये जो satellite है, ये just like the planets, it is revolving on its own axis. That means on its own place, ये अपने ही जगह पे भी घूम रहा है and side by side it is revolving around the planet. And from which direction? From west to east direction. There are more than 160 satellites in our solar system that we have already discussed when we were discussing about the planets. Jupiter has 79, Earth has one satellite. So, and when we were discussing about the planets, I have already informed you that only two planets, Mercury and Venus, are the planets that do not have their own satellites. Then the next very important thing, they do not have their own light like planets. They reflect the light of the sun. That means जो moon हमको दिखाई देता है आसमान में इतना ज्यादा चमकता हुआ, उस moon की अपनी कोई light ही नहीं होती. So why that moon appears to be shining to us? Because it is reflecting the sun's light. So now let's discuss about the moon in detail. The moon is the only natural satellite of our planet Earth. How many satellites we have? We have only one satellite, that is moon. It is the closest celestial body to the Earth. It has no light of its own. It reflects the light of the sun. And I just told you that satellites do not have their own light. They shine because they reflect the light of the sun. There is no air or water present on the moon. The moon is very hot in the day, approximately 120 degrees Celsius, and very cold in the night, minus 120 degree Celsius. On July 21, 1969, two American astronauts, Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin, landed on the moon. Yes, the moon. See, the moon appears to increase and decrease in the size. जब भी हम आसमान की तरफ देखते हैं ना, कभी तो देखते हैं कि आसमान में मून है ही नहीं, कभी देखते हैं पूरा बड़ा वाला मून है, कभी हम देख रहे होते हैं कि ये जो मून है कभी छोटा है, कभी हाफ है, कभी और छोटा हो गया, कभी बड़ा हो गया. So why the size of the moon changes? This is called the phases of the moon. It is called the phases of the moon, and the phases occurs because of the revolution of the moon around the earth. And why these phases of the moon occur? These phases of the moon occurs because when it revolves around the earth. See, if you will see here, here is written new. What is new moon? New moon means when we do not see any moon in the sky. So that is called new moon. The stage is called new moon when we do not see any मून इन दी स्काई. होता है ना जिसको हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं अमावस की रात, यानी चांद ही नहीं दिखाई देता उस दिन. एंड on the other hand we see full moon after 15 days when we can see the full bright moon in the sky, and that is called पूर्णिमा. है ना, पूर्णमासी की रात बोलते हैं. So the lunar calendar is based on the phases of the moon. जैसे अभी तो हमारा जनवरी, फरवरी, we have अप्रैल, मई, जून, जुलाई, राइट. लेकिन पहले ऐसा नहीं होता था. पहले ऐसे कैसे होता था? पहले हिंदू कैलेंडर होता था. अभी भी मम्मा को सुना होगा बात करते हुए कि ये तो चैत्र का महीना चल रहा है, वैशाख का महीना चल रहा है. तो ये कैसे महीने डिसाइड हुए? This month was decided on the basis of the revolution of the moon or the position of the moon. Phases are caused due to the revolution of the moon around the earth. It took 27 days and 8 hours to complete one revolution around the earth. So here if you will see, this is the new moon stage where we cannot see any moon in the sky. And from here if you will see, देखो यहाँ से हमको थोड़ा सा दिखना start हुआ, then half, then or zyada, and then it converted into full moon. So when the moon travels from new moon, that means no moon, to full moon, it is called waxing of the moon. जब जो visible part है ये धीरे धीरे क्या हो रहा है? Increase हो रहा है. लेकिन on the other hand, when the moon travels from full moon to new moon, अब कहाँ से जा रहा है? Full moon से जा रहा है कहाँ पे? New moon की तरफ. So the visible part of the moon is decreasing. That is called waning of the moon. It is called waning of the moon. So this is very important to understand what is waxing of the moon and what is waning of the moon. When the moon travels from new moon to the full moon phase, the visible portion increases. This is called waxing of the moon. जब visible part क्या होगा? धीरे धीरे increase हो जाएगा. And vice versa, opposite चलें अगर हम तो क्या? When the moon travels from full moon, यानी पूरे moon से कहाँ travel कर रहा है? To new moon phase. New moon में जा रहा है, then it is called waning of the moon. That means जो visible part है वो कम होता जा रहा है. जब न्यू मून का दिन होता है, जब हमें नहीं दिखाई देता, तो that is called अमावस्या, and full moon is called पूर्णिमा. The next is solar eclipse. Why does it happen? It also happens because of the movement of the moon also. So when the moon comes between the sun and the earth, if you will see in this picture here, the moon is coming between sun and the earth. Moon क्या हो गया? बीच में आ गया. So what happened is, देखो सन की तो लाइट पड़ रही है इस पे, लेकिन इसकी एक शेडो बन गई. हम जब सन के आगे खड़े होते हैं तो हमारी भी शेडो बन जाती है ना. इस मून की एक शेडो पड़ी किसके ऊपर? अर्थ के ऊपर. जब इस मून की एक शेडो बन के पड़ती है अर्थ के ऊपर, दैट इज कॉल्ड द इक्लिप्स, जिसको हिंदी में बोलते हैं ग्रहण. आज तो चंद्र ग्रहण है, आज तो सूरज ग्रहण है ना, मम्मी ऐसा बोलती है ना. और एक स्टेज ये भी होती है व्हेन इट कवर्स द सन कंप्लीटली. जब क्या होता है, ये जो मून है ना, मून ये बिल्कुल बीच में आ जाता है अर्थ के और सन के, और उस टाइम क्या हो जाता है? इट बिकम डार्क इन द डे नाइट. दिन में बिल्कुल अंधेरा हो जाता है. मुझे पता है कई बच्चों को याद होगा, अभी लास्ट जो इक्लिप्स लगा है उसमें ऐसा ही हुआ था. दोपहर के 2 या 3 बजे का टाइम था और बिल्कुल अंधेरा हो गया था, बिल्कुल डार्कनेस हो गई थी अर्थ पे. So that is the total solar eclipse. Total solar eclipse is when we are not able to see the sun. Next is asteroids. What are the asteroids? See, we have already talked about the sun. in the solar system. We have talked about the planets, and now we have talked about the satellite of the planets. So next is the asteroids. ये asteroids क्या होते हैं? See, the small planets made up of rocks that are in the space are called asteroids. See, asteroids are the small planets like heavenly bodies found in the solar system. ये क्या होते हैं? छोटे छोटे ये वाली heavenly bodies जो space में ऐसे ही घूम रही है इधर से उधर. So that is called the asteroids. They are just like the planets, बट दे आर सो स्मॉल इन साइज कि हम इनको प्लैनेट नहीं कंसीडर करते. इनफैक्ट हमको ऐसा लगता है या साइंटिस्ट भी ऐसा बिलीव करते हैं कि प्लैनेट्स में से अगर कुछ टूट जाता है, कोई एक रॉक टूट गई और वो स्पेस में चली गई, तो वो क्या बन गई? एस्ट्रॉइड बन गई. मोस्ट ऑफ देम आर लोकेटेड बिटवीन द मार्स एंड द जुपिटर, नोन एज द एस्टेरॉइड बेल्ट. They are also called planetoids or the minor planets, which I just told you. And why they are called so? Because scientists believe that the asteroids are the broken parts of a planet. Planet में से कुछ टूटा, space में चला गया. So that is called the asteroid. So got it? What is the asteroid? The next topic is meteors. Meteors तो बड़ा ही interesting होता है. हम कहते हैं टूटता तारा, है ना? सुना है ना बच्चों ने? टूटता तारा, है ना? और एक मूवी में भी देखा था, शाहरुख खान वाली मूवी में, नाम याद नहीं आ रहा मुझे. So that is the meteors. ये क्या होते हैं? देखो, meteors are the small pieces of the rocks that revolve around the sun. ये क्या होते हैं? छोटे छोटे रॉक के पीसेस होते हैं, ये भी सन के साइड में घूमते हैं. लेकिन इनको शूटिंग स्टार क्यों होते हैं? कहते हैं बिकॉज सी, व्हेन इट गोज क्लोज टू द सन इट कैचेस द फायर, राइट? और ये जो रॉक्स हैं गेट कन्वर्ट इनटू द गैसेस, तो वो उसकी एक टेल बन जाती है छोटी सी, और ये धीरे धीरे क्या होता है? गैसियस फॉर्म में चेंज होने लग जाता है. बट कुछ इतने बड़े मीटियोर्स होते हैं, कुछ इतने बड़े मीटियोर्स होते हैं जो पूरे बर्न नहीं हो पाते. तो क्या होगा? व्हाट विल हैपन? What will happen? It will fall on the earth. See, we can see meteors only when they enter the earth atmosphere. Most of them burn and become gases. Most of them, मतलब ज्यादातर meteors क्या होते हैं? Gases में convert जाते हैं. But some big meteors do not burn completely. कुछ नहीं burn हो पाते and reach the earth's surface, and they are called meteoroids. उनको क्या बोलते हैं? meteoroids. जो completely burn हो गए, that are meteors. लेकिन कुछ ऐसे जो completely burn नहीं हुए और उसने क्या किया? अर्थ की सरफेस पे वो आके गिरे. So then they hit the earth and they create great depression known as craters. Depression means एक खड्डा, ये जो हमें यहाँ पर दिख रहा है, दबा देता है अर्थ को बहुत ज्यादा, और इसको क्या बोलते हैं? crater. The crater at Arizona in USA is the largest known crater in the world, and the famous crater in India is Ramgarh in Rajasthan. यानी यहाँ पर भी meteoroid गिर चुका है. So that is the meteors and meteoroids. So meteors से ही बनते हैं meteoroids जब वो unburnt है, completely burn नहीं हुए और अर्थ पे आके गिर गए. The last topic for this chapter is comets. Last topic is comets. What are the comets? Comets are the celestial bodies made up of snow and the rocky dust. ये किससे बनता है? ये बनता है snow से and rocky dust से. They also revolve around the sun. All the celestial bodies, they are revolving around the sun. When they reach near the sun, they develop a long tail that starts glowing. ये जैसे ही sun के पास जाते हैं, इनकी एक kilometers लंबी, a lot of kilometers long tail बन जाती है and it starts glowing. Scientists believe that there are about 2 billion comets. मतलब हमारे स्पेस में 2 बिलियन कॉमेट्स हैं right now. The most famous comet is Halley's comet, जो every 76 years में हमको नजर आता है, और लास्ट कब नजर आया था? इन 1986. तो अभी तो बहुत सारे साल हैं इसको देखने के लिए. So that was all. So just now we have discussed about asteroids, comets, meteors and meteoroids. So thank you so much. That's all from this chapter. Bye.